Hey everybody, welcome to March. It's Monday, March 3rd of 2014. Just finished 4 hours of radio. Rode the bike in, so I knew it was slippery, but I didn't know it was that slippery. A lot of accidents all over the place. And a coyote, evidently, that got loose on the Borman Expressway. We probably took 15 traffic calls and accidents and so forth. But we also had Bill Baker in. We talked a little bit about the train extension from Hammond down to Dyer and who's going to pay for it. I didn't realize that Baker was kind of looking askance at that. Then we had, who do we have at 8 o'clock? We had Wes Lukoshus come in with Michael Patton. And Michael Patton used to play for Purdue Cal. And we talked about the recent merger between Purdue Cal and Purdue North Central in terms of their administrations. A lot of people had a lot of questions about that because it's always been Purdue Cal and Purdue North Central, and now all of a sudden they're kind of coming together, and people kind of pretty much don't really understand that entirely. And then, as always, Dr. Mary Tilak came in, and we talked about health care and the value-based purchasing that goes into the consumer using that to decide which health care they're going to buy or who from. And George and a couple of other callers have real problems with that, and that's not altogether something that's not expected, because there's people that, hold on a second, hey, can you keep it down? Please keep it down, I'm doing something right now. And then, so there it is. It's radio. It's always real. Dr. Mary Tilak. And George called in and kind of took her to task, saying that, hey, how can you expect people to educate themselves to the point where they're going to be able to make the decisions for their own health care? And that really wasn't what she was going after. She was saying basically that doctors are going to be held accountable. Their stats are going to be out there. Their data is going to be out there, and you get the picture. Then we wound it up with Charles Snyder and Ray Garcia, and we started talking about bees. These guys keep some bees in downtown Hammond. I've bought their honey. I bought 100 bottles. One time it went like that, and it's wildflower honey. And you wouldn't believe how many people were actually calling in. I think we took about a dozen phone calls of people that wanted to know about this or that of honey. The one thing I did not know, orange blossom honey comes from orange. Tupelo comes from some sort of Tupelo flower. Wildflower honeys. Evidently, they're plant-specific honeys. So there it is. It's a full day of radio, but it is still very cold out here. It's March 3rd of 2014. That is the number one story once again. The show started out at about 3 degrees, and as I rode my bike in this morning, it was right around 0 or below, with a wind chill of double digits below 0. And that made for some very icy conditions. Hopefully, all of these accidents, 394, a couple on the Borman, a couple on Klein Avenue, a couple, I think there was one on Indianapolis Boulevard, a bunch of stalled trucks. Hopefully, they didn't wind up with accidents. I'm Jim Delo, with injuries. I'm Jim Delo, AM 1230 WJOB.